fitness and all that stuff, living your best life as a Tito and a Tita, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Especially because today's topic, we're going to talk about easy, simple, and very, very effective ways to incorporate healthy habits for 2021. So Happy New Year to everyone. If I haven't greeted you yet, give this video a like so that the algorithm can help show it to more people. Also, I would like to congratulate the winners of our TitoFit by Christmas challenge. So that's Rex Tan and Joyce Reboton. So congratulations to you guys for winning the TitoFit by Christmas challenge. And thank you to our partners at Whale Co. for giving them some prizes as well. Without further ado, let us move on to the meat of this video. Alright, number one, minimize your intake of processed food. So what we mean by processed food is stuff that usually comes in a package. Like, I don't mean like your meat is in a package or your vegetables is in a plastic bag, but these are like prepared and processed foods that go through a couple of processes from what they naturally were to what they're being sold as. Normally, these will have some additives, preservatives, not to mention they're packed full of sugar and trans fats. Sometimes the sugar that comes with it is high fructose corn syrup. A good example of processed food would be versus a natural food would be, for example, like drinking stuff like Gatorade, Powerade, that kind of thing. Versus a more natural option would be coconut water or buko juice. Gatorade or Powerade, sometimes there'll be a lot of sugar there. Of course, yes, they have the electrolytes that you want, but coconut water also does come with a lot of electrolytes. A lot of options out there in the market. For example, I think, is it Locally or something like that? And then there's Vita Coco, no added artificial sugar. So they're both in a package. At the end of the day, do a little bit of your due diligence and you'll find out that one is obviously very chemically enhanced and the other is actually a natural option. So go for the natural option. So minimize your processed food. Meat, fish, poultry, eggs, vegetables, fruits. So make sure that, like for example, let's go back that fruit processed would become juice, but that does not have any of the fiber left in it. So that would spike your insulin, causing you to absorb all of that sugar and turn it into fat. As compared to having an actual fruit, the fiber will help control your blood sugar and it's not going to spike your insulin because of the fiber also slowing down digestion instead of quickly absorbing all of that fructose into your body. So minimize your intake of processed food. Milk tea, buy all of those cookies you were ordering during the height of the quarantine. Yes, buy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It only takes a little bit of discipline. Of course, if you're trying to incorporate healthy habits, at first it might be a bit uncomfortable. But go a week without it, and after 1 week, you'll be okay. You probably won't even miss it, right? So, Michael Pollan, the author of The Food Rules, The Omnivore's Dilemma, said, if it comes from a plant, eat it. If it was made in a plant, don't eat it. So meaning that if it was actually a plant and it came from that, eat it. But if it comes from a plant or a factory, don't eat it. So that's what he meant by that. So let's avoid processed food. Dr. Mark Hyman, also one of the good doctors to follow when it comes to functional medicine and health, staunch advocate of minimizing your processed food intake. Number 2, eat more veggies. It's very, very easy to do this. Eat more vegetables. Now, related to the first part, Michael Pollan. Let's go back to Michael Pollan again. He also said this in his book, The Food Rules. Eat real food, not too much, mostly plants. So that's one of the keys to longevity. Ben Bergeron, I always quote Ben Bergeron. He also used this in his book, Chasing Excellence, when he was coaching Catherine David's daughter and Matt Fraser to win their CrossFit Games championships back in those years. Now, Mark Hyman also says in his Pegan diet principles, so Pegan combining paleo and vegan, the best of paleo and the best of vegan, he combines those principles, he calls it the Pegan diet. So Mark Hyman also says that fill your plate with about 50 to 75% vegetables first, and then you can add some of the other stuff like meats, oils, stuff like that later on. So when he says oils, that means like things like butter, the oil that you would cook your meat in or your food in, like coconut oil, avocado oil, the healthier options, olive oil, those used in the Mediterranean diet. So of course, we want to eat more veggies because one, vegetables are full of fiber. So blood sugar control, you have that. Next, vegetables are the best source of vitamins and minerals, naturally speaking. So like spinach is is a good source of magnesium, vitamin A, broccoli as well, peppers are a good source of vitamin C. Make sure to get your veggies in. So antioxidants, they're also very, very abundant in your vegetables. During these times, certain people have a certain amount of stress, and antioxidants are your best dietary intervention against stress. Eat veggies at every meal. I personally eat veggies in about 2 meals of the day because I usually eat 2 solid meals a day, and then I usually eat other liquid meals during the day. Right? So as far as veggies is concerned, I know chocolate is a vegetable, but I don't think that counts. Number 3, get some sun. Right? How much sun? 10 to 30 minutes per day. Now, if you have darker skin, you're a little bit more resistant to the vitamin D manufacturing process, so you might need a little bit more. It's not being picky, but it's just the way it is. Darker skin people are a little bit more resistant to the rays of the sun. Now, you want to get the UVB rays. The UVB rays, that's the best source of sunlight that converts to vitamin D3, vitamin D. Why do we do that? With the pandemic, with this disease that's been spreading around, they found out that people with high levels of vitamin D are more resilient to the hard symptoms, so that in case you do catch that disease, your body won't be as affected by it, and your body will be able to recover from it. So make sure that you get your sun about multiple times a week, about 3 to 4 times a week at least. So I know that some of you are watching this, but my dermatologist said, not to expose myself to the sun or wear sunscreen. Don't do that, because you need those rays. Besides, it's not that long, 10 to 30 minutes per day lang naman. So what would you rather have? Makinis yung kutis mo at maputi ka pa din, or would you rather be healthy? I would choose the latter, definitely. Diba? Sometimes there has to be a balance between health, the purpose or function of health versus vanity. So that has to be put into perspective every now and then, titos and titas. Vitamin D is linked not just to fighting COVID, but also to lower your risk factors for osteoporosis, for cancer, and heart disease. So vitamin D3 helps with all of those. Not to mention, vitamin D3 boosts your immune system. It also helps you burn more fat. It also helps your bones and your teeth. Like I said, osteoporosis, the risk factors for osteoporosis. Not to mention your muscle and nerve function as well are affected by vitamin D3. It's a very, very important vitamin that affects so many hormones in our body. So make sure to get enough of it. Not to mention depression. So for those of you who've been locked up or cooped up inside your house because of the quarantine or stay-at-home orders, it's very important to get sun. Now, of note, the sun or the UVB rays are severely filtered by windows, by glass. So just because the sun shines through the glass, that doesn't mean that you get all of that vitamin D. You'd have to actually go outside and expose your bits and pieces. If you have a pool, if you have a balcony, it's best to come out there and let it all out and get your sun for the day, get those rays. Alright, number 4, get physically active. Lift weights, exercise, move, walk. Now, of course, I'm a little bit more biased towards lifting weights because one, that burns more fat than cardio. It's more effective. It'll keep you stronger so that as you age, your bones don't get smaller. It's also going to reduce your risk for osteoporosis, arthritis, and all that kind of stuff. So not just make your muscles stronger, it's also going to make your bones stronger. And it will burn more fat than cardio. We've already talked about that in some previous videos as to why that is, so I'm not going to go deep into that. But definitely try to lift weights. A study over a period of years, and actually it's a meta-analysis by the British Medical Journal. What happens is that lifting weights reduces all-cause mortality significantly. That means that you're less likely to die, okay, from any cause: cancer, heart disease, even accidents. If you're stronger, of course, if you get into an accident, there's a chance that your body will be more equipped to handle these things like falls, stuff like that, especially as you age. So make sure to get your exercise. It's very, very important. This is TitoFit. This channel is, you can't be fit without exercising, right? That's not possible. You can't be fit by doing just cardiovascular exercise. If you want to be fit, you've got to lift. Lifting weights actually shapes the body better than any Vicky Bello treatment or whatnot that your favorite celebrity goes through. Right? If you look up to any celebrities that have really nice bodies, more often than not, these people lift weights on the daily. Mark Wahlberg, Chris Hemsworth, people like that. Number 5, last but not the least, sleep. All right, get more sleep this year. 7 to 9 hours is best for most people. You may need a little more or a little less, but for most people, that's the sweet spot. 7 to 9 hours, it depends. Okay, so make sure that you get enough sleep. Why? It strengthens your immune system. It sharpens your memory, your focus. Not to mention, it burns more fat. Weight management is also controlled. People who lack sleep typically tend to store more body fat. Diba, no, Tito Austin? So, people who get more sleep are able to burn more fat or keep as a percentage as compared to people who get less sleep. So, I personally get about 7 hours, maybe 6 hours 45. Tito Austin, I get 4. And are we gonna show his in-body? Comment down below if you want to see his in-body after getting a regular sleep of 4 to 5 hours, and if you want to see my in-body. So yeah, we'll post that after the holidays. Like, this is the post Noche Buena and Medianoche weight. So we took in-bodies, and proof is in the pudding, guys. All right. So that's it for this video, titas and titas. We did the workout yesterday. That was the first workout of 2021. We're gonna show that video, and we hope you may want to try it if you want. You may want to try it. Comment down below if you tried it. We're gonna post what the actual workout was. All right. So titas and titas, hope you liked that video. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like, share. Okay, and that's it.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies, the